Welcome, Never-Batters, to my YouTube channel. I'm Susan, and this is Buddy Sherman. We are so grateful you're here. So today I've prepared a 45-minute Power Vinyasa Flow yoga class for you, all about movement and message. In the flow, we're going to move in and out of different variations of standing L-shaped pose. The message is about the spiral paths. I hope you enjoy. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up, push the bell for future notifications, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now let's get after the best version of you today. If you follow me at Never Better Yoga on Spotify, we're going to go ahead and press the start button right now for today's practice all together. Then come with me. We're going to start right on our mat, at the top of our mat, with our feet to the width of your mat. So you're just going to be sitting up. Knees are going to be bent, and your arms are going to go off of your mat. Your hands are going to slide off of the mat, and then just adjust a little. You're going to shift your knees right and left. So you're just going to take a gentle shift right and left. So you're going to tip and tilt, and then you can kind of visualize your legs as being a little bit of a windshield wiper scenario. So just a little rinse away. You might even want to close your eyes, just letting this shift from the beginning of our practice just kind of set the tone of wiping the slate clean. Yeah, whatever it took for you to get here today, whatever you have going on, whatever situation you're in, just use this rinsing, cleansing, and purifying wipe of your knees, just like windshield wipers would do on a windshield. Let them wash the slate clean. Then you're going to tip your knees over to the left. You're going to pick your right hand up and twist your upper body towards the back of the house. Now, if this is too much to keep your arms extended, no worries. You could drop either both forearms or maybe just the left forearm and then inch the right fingertips nice and long. So I want you to breathe into this rotation. On the inhalation, you're going to fill as your breath comes in through your nose. Capping your breath off, exhale your breath back out of your nose. So this is called Ujjayi pranayama breath. It's a sound of breath that you can create, that only you can hear. If your left forearm is not down, go ahead and lower it down now. And I want you to circle the right arm up and around. Maybe keeping your elbow bent, but keeping your hands, your Surya Hasta sun hands, spread nice and wide. So the focus of our practice today is going to be on diving into the spiral path. That circular motion, the cyclical nature, the rhythm of our universe and of our lives. So just circle around knowing that we come into this world with nothing and we leave with nothing. So the circle that we create in between is that spiral circular path. So open up to this day as you spread your hands. You might even want to shift your gaze. So you're going to dip your gaze down and then even add a little circular motion to your head. Helps create some mobility and fluidity in the body. Then hold up, letting the right finger pads come behind your right ear. Dive the right elbow towards the left as you crunch across. Inhale, open up and expand. Exhale, dive back in on the contraction. Inhale, open and expand. Exhale, dive back in. Now hold and do lower both forearms down right here. Just hold this posture. Now walk your hands where your elbows are. Push yourself back up and come back around to where we began. Feet stay at the width, and you're just going to rinse your knees right and left. Yeah, just tip them over to the right, tip them over to the left. Breathing in and out through your nose, just knowing that we can be content with the things that we have, focusing on, giving gratitude and gratefulness towards those things and people in our lives, not so much focusing on the things we don't have. Now do the same thing, rinse your knees over to the right side this time, and you're going to walk your upper body around the back. Now, if you want to just extend your arms out towards the back of your mat, you could do that. You could let both forearms be down, or maybe just the right forearm and walk the left hand out. So there's many options. You choose, you decide, but you're getting a beautiful line of energy on the left side of your body. And then as you start to pick up that left hand, you're going to circle around as you come on to the right forearm. If your arm is extended, just pull it back so your shoulder can stack over the right elbow, and then circle your left hand up and around. Really spreading your fingers wide and just taking the posture that you are making that commitment to open up in new ways, new beginnings, with new seasons that are upon us. Opening up to this day, circling back around, inhaling and exhaling. No rush, no hurry, practicing the presence of being right here and right now. Left finger pads come behind your left ear as you open your heart and chest. Exhale, dive left elbow towards right. Inhale, open back up, expanding your circle even a little bit bigger. That circle of love that you have in your heart, dive back down. Inhale, open up one more time. Exhale, dive back down and hold on this one. Now you've got both forearms down. You're twisting to the back of the house. Walk your hands where your elbows are and push yourself back up, back to where we began. Now this time, left foot comes in a little, right leg crosses over, and your hands might even move in a little. And just rock your hips with the shape of a 4. Just side to side. And this time you're going to take the sole of your right foot. It almost goes right off of your mat. Right hand takes the left ankle or shin. You pull it in nice and tight. and the left arm lifts up. Now you can either wrap a hug on this right leg, or maybe you want to hook it. So seated spinal twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana, just twist across and let the tips of your ears draw back and your face soften. Now, as you take your gaze forward, pick up the right leg and create a little hammock style. And I'm going to move my left leg out. Take your right leg to create a little rocking. So it's like rocking a little baby. Now, if you prefer a carrier that kind of puts the sole of the right foot in the left arm, whatever works for you, you can carry it in a hammock style. Just rock the baby. So the outer edge of your right hip should be getting some nice opening and mobility. Breathe. Nice. Now, go ahead and let both feet plant. You're going to reach your arms forward, roll back onto your back. Let your arms come up over your head, and then come right back up for a sit-up, reaching the arms forward. Now, pull your navel into your spine. Let your feet be nice and heavy. Roll down nice and slow. Arms extend overhead. Rise back up. It's like someone's pulling you by your hands. Now, keep that going for a few times. Just levitating your arms overhead and then drawing back up, really activating that semicircle of the core, drawing your navel into your spine. Exhaling and inhaling. So you're going to roll down, open up, and then exhale on the way up. Now, a couple more. Inhale and exhale. Maybe just a tince faster on the pace, and then finish off with one more full set, reaching forward, laying back down, up and over, and then coming back up, letting your left leg cross over the right. So creating that pigeon style leg, going back and forth to the rock, just a little bit of hip shifting right and left. Breathing in and out through your nose. So those circles, they have no beginning and no end. And when you overlap them, you find you have spirals if you were looking from the top down. Now plant the left foot right off of your mat. Pull the right ankle in with the left hand. Levitate the right arm up. Now you choose if you want to wrap a hug. That's totally acceptable. Maybe it's a hook as you roll the left shoulder blade back and make that twist. See if you can close that gap on the right arm, really connected to the outside of that left thigh, igniting that twist. And breathe. Soften your face. Beautiful. Now, lifting up the left leg, you can even physically carry it. You're going to slip your arms underneath, moving the right heel away from your body and then going into that rock. It's very active. The left foot is flexed, the toes are flared out. If you prefer a different carrier, there's many different styles on the market. Just go back into the rock. Beautiful. Now this time we're going to let go and we're going to land in a high boat. So this time you're picking your feet up and your arms are coming alongside your body. Now lower down to hover. So just let your legs hover. Your upper body is still lifted. And on the rise up, capture the right shin, pull yourself together and lift up. Now inhale down, exhale up. Now move it out. Inhale and exhale, going side to side, activating that fire in your belly, warming up, breathing in and out through your nose. In and out, activate your core. Now go ahead and roll down onto your back, palms down, head down, legs up. And then push up and over with your legs coming in to this posture where your hips are lifted and legs are over. Now, capture the backs of your hamstrings and ignite a little rock and roll. So it's a little semicircle, but you're going to gain enough momentum when you're ready to come to a forward fold at the top of your mat. Now, when you get there, heel toe your feet as far apart as you need to get your peace fingers to wrap around your big toes. Physically pull your big toes up with a flat back inhale. Exhale, sneak your elbows in, pull yourself together, and fold back down. In the fold, just hold. Now, make a little circle with your head. Reverse the direction. And then a very gentle shake of anything that might have gotten stuck inside that oval shape of your head. Shake it out. It's a circle, no beginning, no end. We have the privilege and the gift to begin again and again. And there is such a good plan for you, no matter what has gone on or what you've transpired to have to deal with. So much good is coming your way. Just keep on keeping on. Letting your head move back and forth, signifying that, yes, that you know without a doubt that you are exactly where you belong today. No coincidence that you are here. Now, pull the big toes up one more time. Take a halfway lift. This time, elbows go wide as you pull yourself together. Let go of the big toes, heel toe your feet all the way together, and rise up to stand at the top of your mat. Right hand, left wrist, take a side bend. Nice and stable and steady. Inhale back to the center. Left hand, right wrist, lift up and over to the left. Now, when you come back to the center, tee your arms and create that posture that signifies goal posts. Let your hands, one on each forearm behind your body, pull apart, dip your ear to the shoulder. Stretch out the left side of your neck. Drop your chin to your chest. And then take the left ear to the left shoulder. Now neutralize your gaze, slide your hands down the back side, retract your shoulders and look up. Release that connection. Bend at the waist, take a halfway lift on the inhale. Step back to downward facing dog. So right leg steps, left leg joins, and then pedal a little bit through your feet. Now you might want to shift your hips a little side to side. If you have any wrist issues, you could always use some blocks underneath your hands. You could fist your hands. You could shorten your dog. You could use your forearms. Many options. Now let your feet go wide in your down dog to the width of your mat. Pop your heels up, pull your belly in, shift into a wide-legged high plank. Take an optional push-up halfway down. Inhale back up, shift both heels to the left, pivot the right arm up and overhead as your bottom left hip lifts. Come back around, high plank posture, half of a push-up. Come back up, shift your heels right, left arm up and overhead. Breathe. Beautiful. Come back around. Now do the same thing. Exhale down, inhale up, shift up and over, heels left, right arm up and overhead. One more time, high plank, optional push-up, back up, shift the heels right, left arm over, up and overhead. Back to the center, lower all the way down to your mat. Bringing your legs to the width of your hips. Palms come back alongside your body. Chin down, palms down, tops of your feet down. You can even tap them to feel them. And then as you push your hands and your feet, your Surya Hasta sun hands and your padas into the mat, just lift your heart up. Breathe in. Beautiful. Lower back down. Breathe out. Do that again. Press down as you elevate your heart. Breathe in. One more time. Lower down. This time, lift it all up. Elevate your arms. Elevate your legs and your thigh bones. Retract your shoulders. Spread your hands nice and wide and fly. Woo! Lower your chin down. Tuck your toes under. Rock your hips up and back. Down dog. Right leg is going to lift. Roll open at the hip. Right knee, right tricep. Tap it. Inhale, stretch it back. Long, straight, and strong. Right knee, left tricep. Tap it. Stretch the right leg up and back. Roll open at the hip. Knee to nose. One time. Step it forward. This time, left knee comes down. Offer your arms up. Breathe in. Left hand forward, right hand back. Breathe out. Right hand behind left hamstring. Arc up and back. Windmill your hands down. Tuck your left toes under. Frame the right leg. Pyramid pose. As you take a halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out as you fold over that right leg. Now you're on a track of train. If your legs need to be a little further apart, then take that variation right here. Now, looking down at the right foot, float the left leg up for L-shaped posture at the top of your mat. Now, exhale, left leg behind the right. Get low, get little. Inhale, sweep it back up, L-shape. Squeeze the left leg behind the right. Inhale, back up. Last time. Exhale, squeeze it in. This time, left hand down, spin the right arm open, twist open to the right. Set the left leg next to the right and come to chair at the top of your mat. Brush and sweep your hands alongside your body, ribs to thighs, knees are bent, half a chair. Hold your wings back. Now, pop your heels up and balance. Straighten your legs. You're going to come all the way to standing as you unfold your body. Reach the arms out and up. Breathe. Lower your heels down. Breathe out. Right hand, left wrist, side bend. Inhale, back up. Left hand, right wrist, side bend. Inhale, back up. Tee your arms and expand your heart. Collect your hands at heart center. Close your eyes and draw your chin towards your chest. So in this practice today, just focusing on the spiral path, knowing that the circle is that reflection of eternity. It has no beginning and no end. Maybe that brings to mind a purpose, could be a wish, a prayer for your practice today. Seal that right into your heart. Once you have it, circle your arms out and up. Breathe in. Exhale, hinge, bend, and fold. Breathe out. Take a halfway lift. Then step or float your body back, moving it through Vinyasa. Heart is going to lift. Hips of yours are going to dive up and back, down dog. Once you land in down dog, left leg lifts, roll open at the hip. Inner knee, upper tricep. Inhale, stretch your left leg back, long, straight, and strong. Left knee, right tricep. Inhale, stretch it up and back. Roll open at the left hip. Pull the right hip back. Left knee to nose, right up the center line. step it forward, dip the left knee down, offer your arms up, breathe in. Right hand forward, left hand back, breathe out. Left hand behind the right hamstring. Square your hips up, take your gaze up and lift your heart up and back. Now windmill that circle, that circular motion to frame the left leg. Tuck the right toes under, pop the right kneecap up, pyramid pose. As you take a halfway lift, breathe in. Keep a softness in that left front leg. Breathe out and fold. Now looking at the left big toe and the left foot, float up as the right seam of your inner thigh lifts. Exhale, right leg behind the left. Get low, get little. Inhale, breathe it back up. Exhale, squeeze in. Maybe no hands required. Inhale, back up. Third time's a charm. Squeeze the right leg in. Right hand might come down. Stack your shoulders up. Left arm lifts. Breathe. Now, lower the right foot to meet the left. Bend both of your legs a lot. Half of a chair as you reach your arms forward. Sweep your wings back. Pop your heels up. Straighten your legs out to come all the way standing with your heels drawing up and into the center. Stand tall on your tippy toes and then lower down. Right hand, left wrist side bend. Inhale, back up. Left hand, right wrist side bend. Beautiful. Now exhale, just hinge, bend, and fold. Take that vinyasa flow. Inhale and lengthen. Step or float your body back. Move it on through that flow. Heart lifts. Exhale, draw your hips up and back. Down dog. Now right leg lifts. Roll open at the hip. Knee to nose one time. Step it up, high lunge, crescent lunge. Come on up. Left hand forward, right hand back. Right hand behind the left, arc it up and back. This time, windmill your arms, but float up to that L shape. Left knee right to your nose. Set it down to come to chair. Utkatasana. Hands at heart center. Left upper arm on the outside of the right front thigh. Now, pick the left heel and then stretch it back. Twist crescent lunge. Bring it up and around, second warrior. Flip the right palm for peace. Straighten the right leg. Left hand, right wrist. Assist yourself up and back. Let it go. Let it flow. Vinyasa as you empty out your breath. Inhale, rise up. Keeping your elbows tight and close into your body. Exhale, back, down dog. Left leg takes a lift. Roll open at the hip. Knee to nose one time. Step the left foot forward on its own track of train. Crescent lunge. Right hand forward, left hand back. Left hand behind the right hamstring. Arc it up and back. Windmill those circles. Float up. L shape, balancing on the left leg. Right knee to nose. Set it next to the left. Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Stay with it. Twist. Right upper arm on the outside of the left front thigh. Now, keep drawing the right hip back. Pull the right heel in. Stretch the right leg back. Set it down on its own track of train. Thumbs work in the center of the chest. Maybe you want to open up. Maybe you want to bind. Up and around. Find the circular motion into your second warrior. Flip the left palm reverse. Straighten the left leg, right hand, left wrist. Assist yourself up and back. Let it go, let it flow. Vinyasa, as you move your body through, you choose the exit, you choose the style. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, up and back, down dog. Right leg lifts, moving on. Roll open at the hip, build some heat. Knee to nose, one time. Step it up, crescent lunge, breathe in. Breathe out, twist. Right hand behind the left hamstring, arc up and back. Windmill your hands, float up to balance on the right leg. Exhale, left knee to nose. Set it next to the right foot, chair. Hands to heart center, ring it out and twist. Lift up to the outside of the right front thigh. Left lift, step it back, twisted crescent. Maybe opening up, maybe spreading your wings. Up and around, second warrior. Beautiful. Flip the right palm, reverse. Straighten the right leg, left hand, right wrist, reach up and back. This time, find triangle. Right hand comes maybe to the outside of the right leg, left arm up. Breathe in. Turn your triangle into a wide-legged fold. Turn your left foot on the diagonal, Jiva lunge, as the right toes come up, or maybe outer edge of the right foot. Whoo! Back to the front of the house. Frame the right foot. Shoot the right leg back. Three-legged high plank. Lower down. Inhale, rise up. Open up your heart. Breathe in. To this day, dive your beautiful hips. Up and back. Down dog. Now, hold your down dog right here. 3 circular rounds of your breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Slow and smooth. Do it again. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time with an audible lion's breath out. Breathe in. Let's get rid of something on the exhalation. Whoo! Let your left leg lift. Roll open at the hip. Now that's better. Left knee to the nose. Clearing the pathway in that circular motion. Rise up. No beginning, no end. Part the arms. Right hand forward, left hand back. Left hand behind the right hamstring. Arc up and back. Windmill your hands. Frame your left front leg. Float up to balance on it. L-shaped pose. Right knee to nose. Set it next to the left. Come to chair. Pull your hands into the center of your heart. Lighten up your toes. Twist up and over. Right upper arm on the outside of the left front thigh. Keep the right hip drawing back. Beautiful. Pick the right heel up. Keep the left leg bent. Stretch the right leg back. And then let it land. Maybe finding that expansion of your wings. Maybe binding. Keeping the right seam of the inner thigh lifted. Beautiful options. Up and around, second warrior. Flip the left palm, peace. Straighten the left leg. Right hand, left wrist. Assist yourself up and back. Dock your hips back. Slip down into triangle. Maybe left hand outside, maybe on your left shin, maybe on a block. Pivot to Pasardo-Padottanasana, a wide-legged fold. But this time, stay. Walk your hands in between your legs as your head bows down. Now, if you're a headstand practitioner and you're interested in going up, this might be a place. If not, no worries. Work the fold. Work your hands in between. And then make that shift. Take your hands in the opposite direction, reaching forward. Now walk your hands back to the center. Shift the right foot on the 45-degree angle. Bend the right leg. Maybe left toes come up for Jiva lunge. There you go. Now pivot toward the left foot. Frame it. Shoot it back. Three-legged high plank. Lower down to your mat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, dive your hips up and back. Come to a short down dog, meaning your feet are going to walk in just a couple of inches and maybe even a little bit closer. Then pop your heels up. Now bend your knees. They're going to go wide. Now the idea is to kick your bum, little kick bums, little bum kicks, a little hop up like that. So they're little almost like donkey kicks, just nice and slow, seeing if you can catch any hang time. Just kick yourself right into gear. Then you're going to land at the top of your mat in chair, back to chair. Hands sweep. Those are your wings. Pop your heels up. Stand tall. You can even sweep your arms out and up in a circle. Heels are lifted. Lower your heels down. Tree posture. Reach down. Take the sole of the right foot in. Hands to heart center. Breathe. Right hand on your thigh. Left arm up and over. Semicircle. Release it back to chair. Now this time, it's a movement that's got a brush, a sweep, and an opening of the front body. So let it go, let it flow, and then open up. Exhale as you bow down. Inhale as you expand and lift up. Breathe. So there is such a plan for you. But if we complain, it seems that we remain. So we want to think on good things. Think on what is praiseworthy. Think on the good things that you've come through. There's no beginning, no end. We came in with nothing, we exit with nothing. Let your faith and your relationships with others lead and guide you. Come back to chair. Now, as you stand up, tree on the opposite side. Balance on the right leg. Smooth out your breath. Steady your gaze. Left hand slides down, right arm up and over. Come back to a standing posture. Hook your thumbs. Expand your heart open. Exhale, hinge, bend, and fold. Just go ahead from here and step back to high plank pose. From your high plank, lower all the way down to your belly. From your belly, bring the left forearm parallel to the top of your mat. Bend the right leg. Right hand sweeps back. Can you catch it? If not, no worries. Maybe a towel, maybe your ankle, maybe your foot, doesn't matter. Or just extend your arm in that direction. Push down in the left forearm. Lift your heart up as you draw that right heel in. Release it and reverse it. Right forearm parallel, left arm reaches back, left leg bends. Push the right forearm down to help elevate your heart. Breathe in. Now slowly release it, Sphinx pose. Press into the tops of your feet and lift your heart up. Lower your chin down. The whole universe is based on rhythms. Lift back up. Everything happens in spirals and circles. It means that the natural order of the cosmos is cyclical, with patterns repeating and flowing. Heart lifts. Maybe it's baby seal with arms extended. Now, lower back down. Reach back. Both legs are going to bend, and you're going to connect. Maybe you need a shirt, a towel, something to help. Maybe it's a belt. Now, hands, if they're on their feet or ankles, thighs and knees don't move away. They hug into the midline as you lift your heart and chest up. Breathe in. Breathing, it's that interconnectedness from the smallest particles to the largest galaxies. Breathe and release. On down. Now, let your left arm reach overhead. Right finger pads tent. Pivot yourself onto your back. Now you're going to be landing on your back in the opposite direction. So you're facing the back of the house. Let the right shin be drawn in with your hands, nice and tight. Let your left leg go long. Now capture the outside of the right leg, roll it across and twist. Let your right arm create a T. Breathe. Now, if you want more, right hand could capture left foot or ankle to really stretch the left quad out. Now, when you tip back onto your back, right leg is already lifted. Lift the left leg up and cross at the knees with hands on the outside edges of the feet. The other option is supine pigeon here, where your right leg is bent, capturing underneath the left hamstring or maybe the left shin. You choose. Gomukhasana, hands, cow face onto feet, and open the hips. Breathe. Then when you release it, left shin hugs in nice and tight, that circle of life. Now roll the left leg across, roll that semicircle across as you twist, taking your gaze over to the left side of the house. Breathe. If you want more, it's left hand to the top of the right ankle or foot, pulling the heel in and taking your gaze over to the left for that waistband twist. Now, super slowly transition back onto your back. This time, the left leg can stay crossed over the right for supine pigeon, opening that left hip, or perhaps hands to the outside edges of your feet. And you're going to create resistance, so you push your feet into your hands and your hands into your feet. Breathe. Unravel that. Keep your legs lifted up. Let your palms come down alongside your body. You have landed in Viparita Karani, aka legs up the wall pose. Now, from this place, find happy baby. You're going to take a hold of the outside edges of your feet, and you're going to go ahead and allow your tailbone to reach down towards your mat. Just let it reach all the way down, seeing if you can lengthen out your spine. Now, if you were to visualize the ceiling coming down on your feet, and at the same time you're pushing up, so again, it's very active. And then just create a shift in your happy baby. A little rock side to side, knowing that the spiral path of our life, there is no beginning and no ending. It just circles around. Just knowing that all the things that have happened to you in some odd way may even be for you, and that we learn to circle and knit that circular element of love to make things that have come upon us somehow good. So you expand that circle of love in your life. Go ahead and slide out into our final resting pose, Shavasana. This is the place where you lay your body down. You truly release and let go of any remaining tension. Your breath begins to slow. Just be still and know. Know and trust that God's got you in the palms of His hands. He's got you, and you've got this. Now today, if you can stay here 5, 10, 15 minutes, I invite you to do so. Just turn the video off. I know we'll reconnect. If you're coming with me, just create those circles, that circular path of your hands right around your wrists, your feet right around your ankles. And then as you bend your knees, just shift over onto your side, coming to that fetal position, that place where it all began. And then bring yourself back up into your day, that renewed self of yours. And then slip your hands beneath your knees so you can just create a very anchoring and grounding circular motion around. It's just this knowingness and trust that all things are going to work out for the good by our choice. We get to choose how we respond. We don't always get reverse the direction to choose what happens. And a lot of times you hear, oh, it's all good. No, it's not all good. But we then have been given the privilege and the gift of choice to somehow knit good into these situations so we can make a difference in the lives of our loved ones, our family, our friends, and our society. Go ahead and sweep your arms out and up, carrying the gifts, the graces, and the blessings you've been given Seal them into your heart along with your purpose for today's practice. And let that peace and joy permeate your being as you share and expand that circle of love in your life. You can then share it. Look up and let's finish off with one Om to Home. Sip your breath in. Om. Now go on out and be a blessing. Namaste.